$50,000 on a business credit card at 0% interest, no hard pull. All right, guys. So in this video, we're going to talk about the GM business credit card. The lender is Marcus by Goldman Sachs. So we're here at the Marcus.com website. You just click on the business side, the credit card. You go here and you click on the business. You go to the credit cards and you click on view all cards. These are the personal ones. So you would go to obviously the business one. All right, so we're here. Get the business card that rewards small business owners with special benefits. $750 in bonus earnings redeem towards the purchase or lease of eligible GM vehicles. I don't care about any of that. Again, this is what I care about. 0% interest for 12 months on purchases. All right, so what that means is you borrow this money, you have an interest-free loan for 12 months. You don't pay any interest on the money you borrow. Another thing that's important, this is going to be a soft pull pre-qualification. So you're going to fill out the information. Then it's going to tell you, okay, this is your offer. It's going to tell you pretty much if you're approved. Congratulations, here's your offer. Now, what you want to do is, the trick is, what you want to do is, actually, before I get started, guys, let me know in the comments if this is your first time here. If it is, let me know in the comments so I can welcome you to the family. This channel is where we talk about leveraging credit to create cash flow. We talk about business and we talk about finance. All right. So you're going to fill out the information, and then it's going to say, congratulations. It's going to present you the offer. Then what you want to do is go to your Equifax. You're going to pull your Equifax. So make sure that you have a minimum of 680, preferably of 720 and above. It's not like you can't get this with a bad score. So you do need a decent score in order to get qualified and approved. But the good thing is it's not going to be a hard pull. You're going to freeze your Equifax. Then it's going to approve you. You're basically approved for the card, but they're going to you're going to lock the credit bureau so that way they don't pull your Equifax, but you'll still get approved for it. Added benefits. Again, I don't really care about any of this. Let's go to the actual application. All right. So basically, you would just put all your information here. Guys, let me know in the comments. Put it in the comments if I should apply for this. If I should apply for this card live, I'll do a live application. Put live in the comments. Put live in the comments. All right. So again, you would just put all your information here. Actually, we're gonna do this thing live.
We'll do it. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right, guys. So we're at the application part. I'm not gonna fill it out like all this information. This is very basic information. First name, last name, email address, phone number, date of birth, residential address. This is basic stuff. This is you put your social security number here. You're going to check all this stuff off. Then you're going to get to a section. So you would put your business role. What you want to do is, what I always put is president, chairman, and executive. You put your annual income. Now, this is your personal income. Keep that in mind. This is not your business. And then the business side, it's going to ask you your projected, it's going to ask you your business annual income. Okay. Now, this is where most people get tripped up. So here's what I'm not going to tell you exactly what to put on the application. Here's what I will say though. What I will say is, if it's a new business, right, relatively new business, what you want to do is what you can do is, I should say, let me preface by saying that what you can do is put your projected amount of income, right? It's basically stated income, but for the business application, it's projected income. What do you project to generate in revenue gross in the next 12 months? You want to make that income reasonable. Reasonable could be anywhere between 100,000 to, I'm just going to say reasonable, right? You don't want to put $1 million. You don't want to, right? If it's a new business, you don't want to put $1 million. If it's a 4-month-old business, it's unlikely you're going to make $1 million, right, in the next 12 months. Very unlikely. Can it happen? Yes. But it's just, you want to make it a reasonable amount, what you project in the next 12 months. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to put. Just put a reasonable amount. And then the next question is going to ask you to put, your monthly spend. Right. So this is another important thing you want to keep in mind. So that's, as an example, let's say you put 100,000 or 120,000, right? You should never put, if your annual business revenue projected for the next 12 months is 120,000 and it says what you think your monthly spend is going to be, you should never put 20,000, right? That doesn't make sense in any at all. You're like over leveraged at that point, right? So you want to make sure that it's a reasonable amount as well relative to what you projected as income. So in that example, 120,000, 20,000 a month wouldn't make sense, right? So you want to pick something that is reasonable and relative to that projected income as far as a monthly spend. You want to put a reasonable amount of monthly spend because um, that does help a little bit with higher limits, right? But you don't want to make it make sense. So just keep that in mind. Again, I'm not going to actually fill out all this stuff because this is basic stuff, but it's going to ask for your business name, your business information, how old your business is, how many employees, your projected income, and your average monthly spend on that you think you're going to spend on that card. If it's an older business that is actually generating revenue, you would just put all the things that apply. Does that make sense? Do this thing live. Give me 1 second. You know what's crazy that I'm even I know that my credit is in good place. I still get nerves and I still get guys. Let me know if you think I'm gonna get approved. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm gonna get approved and for what the amount would be. Put it in the comments now.
A few moments later.
Able to get approved for the GM Business Mastercard. I got approved for a $9,000 limit. Not great, but you know it's at 0% interest for 12 months, so that's great too. One thing I do want to point out, but before I get started, guys, let me know in the comments if you got approved for this card. What were your data points? What was the limit for? One thing I do want to point out: when I applied, I actually got denied initially, right? And it was with an LLC that was less than a year old. And it's so every credit card application that you submit, you're supposed to get a reason, a decline reason why you were declined. So I got an email right away. I'll have that somewhere in the screen where it says limited time in business. That LLC was less than 12 months old. I think it'll be 12 months in a few months. But I did reapply 5 minutes later with an older LLC. This LLC was 3 years old. So I did got approved, no issues. So what I am going to do, I'm going to run the play again. I'm going to wait till I actually get the business credit card in hand before I reapply. And then I'm going to apply again with an older LLC. I should have no issues getting approved. It looks like they're very sensitive to newer businesses, which is fine. That's why you have to age your LLCs, because the longer in business you've been, the higher likelihood you get approved, because a new business in the lender's eyes could be considered high risk because there's no proof of concept yet. Does that make sense? Guys, let me know in the comments if you did get approved for this. If you are going to apply for this card, let me know. Come back to the comments. Let me know what you got approved for. What were your data points? They are going to pull your Equifax. To make sure that it's not a hard pull, you want to apply, get pre-qualified. They're going to do a soft pull to your Equifax. Then you're going to want to freeze your credit score, your Equifax. You're going to manage your freeze it. That way they don't pull your credit for a hard pull. You're going to accept the offer right before you're going to unfreeze it when you apply. So you get the soft pull pre-approval. Once you get approved, you go to Equifax, you freeze it, then you accept the offer. That makes sense? Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. That way you get notified whenever I post a new video. Also, smash that like button. Smash that like button. It does help with the algorithm. That's my time. My name's Toby Rosario. Peace.